faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive.
Johnny, what's going on with the US? You're not giving them a bashing again, are you? Well, yeah, Johnny, that's only because the Americans continue to do stupid bloody things. Things that are obviously wrong, but they just continue to do them. Yeah. For instance, this bloody drone strike on an American base over there in the Middle East. What's the fucking hell's a base doing over there anyway? But 3 people were killed and about 30 injured. And by the way, the 3 that were killed were black. All 3 of them. I don't know whether that's got any... I don't know, that's another bloody subject. It's even led to bloody Joe Biden holding a minute's silence for those 3 dearly departed soldiers. It is sad, Johnny.
During a stop at a Baptist church, he asked for a moment of silence for the 3 U.S. service members killed by a drone attack in Jordan.
Now, we're not saying that it's bloody trivial, these soldiers getting killed, that's 3 too many. But in the last couple of months, there's been thousands of bloody people killed in Gaza. Oh, Jesus, have a look at it. And I don't see him getting around holding a minute's silence for all those thousands of people. And getting back to the drones, Johnny, the US has been flying drones over the Middle East for fucking decades.
Oh my God!
Well, a long time anyway.
So, some Iranian-backed militias, this is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Flew a drone that hit a U.S. military base. Where's that U.S. military base? It's right here. First of all, here's the U.S. military base inside Syria. We have a U.S. military base inside someone else's country illegally.
All the while being told it's for our convenience and our safety.
Apparently, a drone was just returning, one of the US drones was just returning from a mission in bloody wherever it was.
And here's how CBS reported it. Now listen to how that starts. Listen to this.
Pentagon officials tell CBS News the explosive drone came in low and slow, several minutes after a U.S. drone was returning from a mission in Syria. The base's air defense...
Wait, okay, I think you might have missed that last part. Just as a U.S. drone was what?
Drone was returning from a mission in Syria.
There was a U.S. drone returning from a mission in Syria. We're doing war in another country called Syria. No one cares about that.
So, Johnny, you got the American drones over there flying around doing what? Probably armed, probably blowing things up all around in Syria and Iraq and everywhere. Yeah. And then they get one drone attack on their illegal military bases. They got them everywhere over there. And everyone's bloody panicking. What are we going to do for retaliation? Well, probably get the fucking hell out of the Middle East might be one way of solving the problem. Well, yeah, now you put it like that. But, Johnny, didn't they have that bloody UFO going over a base in the Middle East a while back? And then, Johnny, a while back, a couple of weeks or so ago, we got this bloody octopusy-looking fucking UFO flying over a US base.
Stunning new footage of a purported UAP, or unidentified aerial phenomenon, as UFOs are now called. It resembles a jellyfish flying in the sky, its tentacles dangling, I guess, in the air. This video was released by UFO expert Jeffrey Corbell on his X page. Corbell says it was shot by the military using thermal imaging cameras as this, whatever it is, flew over a U.S. military base in Iraq.
Well, yeah. Now, I know it was a while back, Johnny, but you don't know whether it was a while back. You don't know all that shit. Who's telling the truth? We don't know when that bloody film was made. So what are you suggesting, Johnny? Now, I questioned at the time, why the hell didn't the bloody US authorities, with something like that floating over their bloody base, why didn't they shoot the fucking thing down? Yeah, well, that's true. They should have just blew it out of the air. So these are just a few examples, Johnny, of the weird shit that goes on around American bases overseas, particularly in the Middle East. Yeah, it has. I mean, how long's this bloody gonna continue? How long can they have bases illegal? How would you like a bloody base set up in Australia here, Johnny? Just by some country that said we're going to come in and set up an army base and fuck you whether you agree with it or not. But, Johnny, the US, it's a bloody... Oh, we'd be bloody ropeable. But that's what the Americans have done here anyway, but that's beside the point. But Johnny, what are we gonna do if there's no US getting out there and bombing the shit out of people and keeping them in line? What's gonna become of us?